Hello everybody, I'm glad you're here today. Today is February 10th, 2026. In this video, we're going to go over some things that if you do ahead of time, you'll be glad because it pays off in the long run. And these are things I've had to learn the hard way. Hopefully you won't have to. We're going to talk about that. And we're going to talk about some things briefly in the news front, on the world geopolitical front. It feels quiet to me right now. It feels nerdy, like the calm before the storm. I don't know if I would just is that how that's feeling to y'all? Do y'all feel that way? I honestly feel like our regular news people don't have a lot of news. Like, it's kind of the same stuff they're saying over and over and over. The buildup is going on overseas. Everyone just seems to be waiting. That, I don't know. Is that what it feels like? So while it's calm, man, I'm just living life and enjoying life. Y'all don't forget to just enjoy life and not always be waiting for the next shoe to drop, so to speak. So yeah, tell me what y'all think about that. In this video, we're going to also read out of the Bible, because I don't know about y'all, but I need these verses. Some things happen that actually are difficult to overcome on a daily basis, and it's different for everyone. So I'm going to some of my go-to passages that comfort. Like, it feels like, when you got a sore throat and you drink something hot and you're like, oh man, that feels so good on my throat. That's how this scripture feels to me. That's how what we're going to read today feels. So that's what we're going to do. Uh, and so, like I said, I don't know what's happening in the world, but it honestly, we have put so many assets over in the Middle East. I can't imagine us just walking away from that and not, like, going for it. But who knows? Who knows? I do not. Just hide and watch. That's what I say. Just hide and watch. All right, let me share with you these things. I did this last night, and I thought, oh, I should share this with everybody on the channel. This is, y'all, I've talked about it, fire cider. Now, fire cider, if you don't know what that is, you need to Google it. You need to find you a recipe that works for you. People do different things, different ways. Here is my fire cider right here. I did this in September of 2025. I made probably 8 or 9 quarts like this of fire cider. And here's what I put in it. All right. And you can look and see. It looks gross. It looks gross. This is made up of, and don't ask me for the recipe. I have no recipe. I used to put 2 tablespoons of everything in a jar and then heat up apple cider vinegar with the mother, pour it over it, and let it steep in the sun. That's what I used to do. Now what I do is I just cram stuff in there. I measure nothing. And I put the ingredients, which I'm fixing to tell you, all the way like up to here, crammed in this jar. And then I pour very, very warm, not boiling, but hot apple cider vinegar over it. And then I put it in the sun and let it steep in the sun. Some people put theirs in the dark because they're like, oh, the sun's going to ruin it. I don't. Okay, I don't. If I'm doing it wrong, I'm doing it wrong. It's a risk I'm willing to take. So here is what is in my apple cider vinegar. I have ginger, onions, garlic, horseradish, horseradish, onions. Is that it? I think so. That's what I have in this concoction. And it's all fresh. Like, I for the life of me, y'all, I cannot grow horseradish. I've tried to grow it. I can't get it to grow. So I buy my horseradish on Amazon. I buy a horseradish root, 1 pound. And then I get that, and I used to try to shred it. It's so hard to shred, but so I just chop it up now, boom, and put it in here like that. Like, I could just cut, that's a horseradish right there. So I just kind of put equal amounts. I eye it in a jar. The onion I use is a red onion, and I use cloves of garlic that sometimes I chop up and sometimes I just mash. I peel it. Oh, always peel it. But those are the things that, and I get fresh ginger root, like the real root, and peel it. I peel the ginger root and put it in here. So those are the things I do. I did kind of shred up the horseradish and ginger in my food processor. That's why this looks like that. I mean, you can see it shredded kind of. I mean, I've done it all kinds of ways. But the point is, I let that all of those ingredients, and some people put red chilies in here, chili peppers. So that's fine too. I've never done that. But the ginger, the onion, the garlic, the horseradish, um, those are the things that are just really great to combat cold and flu and also to build up your immune system. So after when I get ready to use one of these jars, and like I say, I make a lot at one time, and here's why. Because when you live in a family of six, which I do, my parents, my two kids, and my husband and I, we all of us, if we get sick at the same time, which right now we're kind of starting to fall like we're falling like flies, y'all. Some of us have got the crud, and some of us don't. But when more than one person is sick, this stuff you go through this stuff fast. I do not know how that happens, but it does. Everybody wants some fire cider. I take this every night. I take at least a tablespoon every night, and that just works for me. You don't have to take a tablespoon. I don't care what you do. But that's what works for me. Now, I do not drink. Here's what you I got ahead of myself here. When I'm ready to use this jar, I strain it. I strain out the vegetables in it, and I just have the apple cider vinegar that's been seasoned with it. So it looks like this. This is what the strained this is what I have in my fridge. Always shake it up because you can see it kind of settles on the bottom. Shake it up, and this is how much. Like I just did this last night. This is how much apple cider vinegar comes from this when it's crammed with all the vegetables. Does that make sense? So you have to experiment yourself and see what works for you. This is what works for me. So I keep this in my refrigerator. I use it every night. I use one of these plastic lids on there because I like it better. It's easier to get on and off, and it doesn't like get gunky as bad. And I mix this with honey. Some people I know in my family take it straight up. I'm like, I can't do that. But I mix it with a lot of honey, like a tablespoon of this and a tablespoon of honey. And I warm it up ever so slightly, just a few seconds, like 10 seconds in the microwave, and then I stir it real good and mix it together and drink it slowly. You don't take it. I can't take it like a shot. Like I can't do that. I have to go take little gulps, or it burns so bad I'll choke to death. Believe me, I've been gagging and for a breath of air over the sink before in my life, but this is a real help to getting over colds and flu. You go ahead and combine it with over-the-counter medicine. Like, do what you need to do. NyQuil, Dayquil, Highlands, Coldum, Coughin Mucus, Dimetapp, Mucinex, whatever. Do, to me, when you're sick, take what works. Some people are more purist than that. I am not. I'm like, give me relief, all right? This helps me. And hopefully, this is all that I'll need to do because I don't really like the cold medicine. But if it's not, I add the over-the-counter stuff. But this is really great. And let me show you. So this is the strained. This is how much you get from the strained. And that lasts me about 6 weeks, maybe 2 months. It lasts a long time. Now I know this is kind of a lot, y'all. This is my honey. I love it. Okay, so this is the honey I use. I buy 5 pounds at a time. This is a little north of $40. Yes, it is expensive, yet it is creamed honey. All right, it's creamed honey. I prefer creamed honey. You get whatever you need to get that stuff down. Whatever it is that'll help you get it down, you use that. This is what I use. This is the company I buy it from. For a long time, y'all, I used Cox honey from Amazon until I got a couple of tubs that were absolutely disgusting. They were they were solidified. They weren't even like, it was gunk inside. It was so disgusting and it had a horrible. I know honey's not supposed to go bad or rancid, but I don't know what was wrong with that. But that I would not eat it. I threw it away, and that was $40 down the drain, and they wouldn't give me my money back. But this comes from a very trusted honey place. I don't know, what would you call this? What would it be? I don't, what do you call a honey farm? Honey farm. There we go. We'll call it's a honey farm. It's called Hayfeli's. Hayfeli's. I've never known how to pronounce that. Haefeli apostrophe S Honey Farms. It's in Del Norte, Colorado. I have visited it myself a few times in my life, gone in their store and actually bought just a variety of different honeys. I love honey. They have lemon honey, they have cinnamon honey, they have, all different kinds. So you can, and they also have, like, what's it called? Like the beehives, or honeycomb. There we go. It's honeycomb that you can actually buy also. So I buy this. This was just a little bit more expensive than the Cox honey on Amazon, but this is a trusted brand for me. It's a trusted brand. And like I say, it's Del Norte, Colorado. The phone number is 719-657-2044. And this is the label. I don't know, you probably can't see that very well. But and I love it. It's good. Don't boil. Make sure your honey doesn't boil, because what that does deteriorate the medicinal qualities of the honey. So when you're heating up honey, no matter how you're doing it, with cider fire or whatever, make sure you don't bring it all the way to the boil if you can help it. All right. Come on, y'all. We've all done it from time to time, and the naturalist police do not come and arrest you. So you're, sometimes I feel like when I watch those young kids online on their reels, like homesteading, and they're decked out, and they look like Laura Ingalls Wilder in their little cotton dresses with their baskets that they're gathering eggs in. I'm like, really? You know what? I gather my eggs in old coffee can, and when it snows, I just got old rubber boots on that used to be Mike's. They're not even mine, and I put on an old dirty coat. You know why? Because chickens are nasty. Now, my chickens are clean and my eggs are clean, so I know how to do that. But y'all, if you've done chickens, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So anyway, that's the tip for the day. Have plenty. My main thing is get plenty during the summer. Like, I made that in September, so during the summer, when everybody's well and flu is not everywhere, and bronchitis isn't everywhere, and strep throat isn't everywhere, that's when you make that, and that's when you get it ready, and you make a lot, because when people start going down with this flu stuff, you're going to be going through that real fast. So that's the tip for the day. All right. Now then, I'm shifting gears here. Everybody hold on. There are things recently that are, y'all know, I struggle with anxiety attacks sometimes. Yes, I know it's fear. Yes, I know Christians aren't supposed to fear. Yes, I know I can pray, and I do pray, and the Lord is always faithful. I know these things. There's nothing worse that you can tell someone who struggles with anxiety than stop it. Just stop doing that, because it's not that easy. And I know those of you out there who struggle with anxiety attacks, or just sometimes it's just a constant anxiety. Those of you who are out there struggling with that, you know what I'm talking about. And people who have never struggled with anxiety are the ones that are very quick to they want to help. I know they want to help, but it's not something you just snap out of. I mean, it really isn't. It is a process. It's been a process for me to develop this, and it's going to be a process for me to be healed from it. But it's not like I have anxiety all the time, but there are some things that trigger me, and it's rooted, y'all, you know this. I know that it's rooted in trying to be in control, and I am not in control. And when I sense I'm not in control, it makes me anxious. And I wish I weren't like that. And the Lord is helping me. I'm better. I'm sitting here spilling my guts online to people out here. I pray that you are gentle with me in the comment section. But the it is a process. It is a process. This book right here, the Bible, is some of the best. It's like my fire cider for anxiety attacks. I'm not gonna lie. It's like my honey. All right. It's like my 5 pounds of honey right here. That's what this is like for me, and that's why if I can just read it or listen to it, it diffuses the fear and the anxiety and the sense of the need for control. So this is one of my go-tos, and this is helpful to me. So I hope it's helpful to you. I don't know where you're at right now in life or in your day or whatever, in your night, but this might help if you need it. And even if you don't need it, it's a great passage. John 14. Don't let your hearts be troubled. Trust in God and trust also in me. There is more than enough room in my Father's home. If this were not so, would I have told you that I am going to prepare a place for you? When everything is ready, I will come and get you, so that you will always be with me where I am, and you know the way to where I am going. No, we don't know, Lord, Thomas said. We have no idea where you are going, so how can we know the way? And Jesus told them, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one can come to the Father except through me. If you had really known me, you would know who my Father is. From now on, you do know him and have seen him. And Philip said, Lord, show us the Father, and we'll be satisfied. And Jesus replied, Have I been with you all this time, Philip, and yet you still don't know who I am? Anyone who has seen me has seen the Father. So why are you asking me to show him to you? Don't you believe that I am in the Father and the Father is in me? The words I speak are not my own, but my Father who lives in me does his work through me. Just believe that I am in the Father and the Father is in me. Or at least believe because of the work you've seen me do. I tell you the truth. Anyone who believes in me will do the same works I have done and even greater works, because I am going to be with the Father. You can ask for anything in my name, and I will do it so that the Son can bring glory to the Father. Yes, ask me for anything in my name, and I will do it. I'm going to leave that with you. I'm not going to expound on it. You let the Holy Spirit just move inside of you to reveal what you need from that passage. I know that the Holy Spirit has revealed what I need from that passage. So, therein lies our spiritual medicine to go along with our, I guess it's like fire too, isn't it? Yeah, I've thought about that before. Anyway, you can take fire cider to help you physically, spiritually, mentally. This is a great go-to, y'all. And sometimes you can't even pull yourself together enough to go here. I understand those moments. Just if you're there, just sit quietly and try to think God thoughts. That's all I can suggest. Be thankful he made the mountains, the sky, the moon. This morning, y'all, because my parents have been sick, they have been texting me early in the morning so I can go and get their dog and take her out so they don't have to take the dog out. And they've been texting me like, it's before the sun comes up. I mean, it's the stars are still out and the moon. And there have been mornings that when I walk out there and look up, of course, I live in the country, so there's no city lights. The stars are so brilliant and the moon is so bright. I just say, thank you for the light. You are the light of the world. And thank you that we're never in darkness. You've always given us light. Jesus, but also the sun and the moon and the stars. I love it. Our God is so good. All right, I'm going to leave that with you. I think that's it, y'all. Stay safe, America. From the pantry, this is Gina Lima Charlie. I'm out.